Let's turn to Disney, which is in talks apparently with several bidders to sell its ABC network, something the CEO Bob Iger has hinted might happen as he tries to remake the company in the streaming era. The stock, Disney, down 23% this year and more than 50% below all-time highs. Let's bring in CNBC.com's Alex Sherman now with more on how this process could play out and who the possible buyers could be. Alex.
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. So I think we're early. We're very early in this process still. In fact, Disney released a public statement last night saying, "Look, we've made no decisions whatsoever here, but we're thinking about what we might do with our assets," which echoes what Disney CEO Bob Iger said to our own David Faber a couple months ago. Disney wants to transform its business to a more modern-looking company, and it realizes that the traditional pay TV bundle is declining, has been declining for years. And it's kind of finally it's come to Jesus moment here where it's like, look, we may need to modify this company. We may need to sell off some of these assets that used to be crown jewels for us that aren't anymore.
What could be bundled along with ABC in any possible sale, and who might the buyer be or buyers?
So, there have been preliminary discussions with Nexstar. Nexstar is an owner of many different local affiliate TV stations around the country, but it also owns some national assets. It owns the CW network, or the majority of it. It's starting its own sort of news network called News Nation. It owns The Hill. It owns other digital media assets. It makes a lot of sense that Nexstar would be interested in buying the 8 owned and operated local stations that Disney owns, which are in big markets, typically Chicago, New York, LA. Disney owns 8 of these things in addition to the ABC network. The interesting question is, does Nexstar also buy ABC? That would be really industry changing if one of these local TV network affiliate companies owned the network itself. That doesn't exist today, of course. CBS owned by Paramount. Our own parent company, NBC Universal, of course, owns the NBC station. Fox owns Fox. So that would be the real industry shaker. The question I have there is, if Disney wants to stay in the sports business and wants to keep owning ESPN, do they really want to sell the ABC network? Because so many of those sports that air on ESPN also air on ABC.
Alex, and also talk through, since we haven't seen that before, what would it look like? What would the implications be of a TV operator like Nexstar owning a marquee network like ABC?
So what's in it for Nexstar is that it could use ABC as leverage to get more what are called retransmission fees paid from these local networks. In other words, when Nexstar negotiates with a large pay TV operator like DirecTV or Dish or Comcast or Charter, there are fees paid from the pay TV operator to Nexstar for the right to carry those broadcast networks. Sometimes you see there are carriage blackouts. Right? We just saw one with Disney and Charter where the ABC networks and ESPN and so forth went off the air for Charter. So these happen from time to time. In fact, Nexstar is in a blackout right now with DirecTV trying to get a deal. So if they owned ABC, they'd have more leverage for those discussions. On the flip side, though, there are current carriage rights deals that already are in existence with all of those pay TV operators and ESPN and ABC with Disney. So those deals may need to be rewritten because they're already in existence if ABC were to be separated from ESPN. I think that is a major complication that would be a factor in why a deal like this wouldn't get done.